Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Ega Permana Tanjung. I want to explain about the growth rate and contribution of PDRB sector in Bengkulu City and Bengkulu Province in 2010 and 2018. Okay, this is the data from after I calculation, and this is have the many sector. Okay, number one, agriculture, forestry, and fishery sector. PDRB Bengkulu City have average growth rate 2.3 and average contribution 8.9. Then PDRB Bengkulu Province have the average growth rate 3.9 and average contribution 29.8. So after comparison from the PDRB Bengkulu City and PDRB Bengkulu Province, this sector include quadrant 4. Next, number 2, the meaning and the query. The PDRB Bengkulu City have the average growth rate 1.3 and average contribution 0.1. Then PDRB Bengkulu Province have the average growth rate 3.3 and average contribution 3.7. After that, we can comparison from the PDRB Bengkulu City and PDRB Bengkulu Province. And the result, the sector, this is the include quadrant 4. Number 3, processing industry. The PDRB Bengkulu City have the average growth rate 5.3 and average contribution 3.6. Then PDRB Bengkulu Province, this is have the average growth rate 7.2 and average contribution 6.1. Then the comparison from the PDRB Bengkulu City and PDRB Bengkulu Province from this sector, the sector include quadrant 4. Next, number 4. Electricity and gas procurement sector. The PDRB Bengkulu City average growth rate 11.1 and average contribution 0.09. But PDRB Bengkulu Province, this is the have average growth rate 11.5 and average contribution 0.0, and this is after comparison from the PDRB Bengkulu City and PDRB Bengkulu Province. This is the include quadrant 2. Next, number 5, water supply and waste management. PDRB Bengkulu City, this sector have the average growth rate 2.1 and average contribution 0.3. Then PDRB Bengkulu Province, this is have the average growth rate 2.4 and average contribution 0.2. And the sector include the quadrant 2 after the comparison. Next, number 6, construction. The construction for the PDRB Bengkulu City, this is the average growth rate is 6.2 and average contribution 4.4. But the PDRB Bengkulu Province, this is the average growth rate 7.3 and average contribution 4.5. And this is the include quadrant 4 after the comparison. And next, number 7, wholesale and retail trade and of repair of car and motorbike. The PDRB Bengkulu City from the average growth rate is 9.5 and average contribution 21.1. Next, the PDRB Bengkulu Province, this is have the average growth rate 10.1 and average contribution 14.9. And after comparison from the sector, this is the include two quadrant. Okay. The next is the number 8. Number 8, this is the transportation and washing. This is the have PDRB Bengkulu City is 7.3 from the average growth rate, and the average contribution is the 15.9. But PDRB Bengkulu Province, this is the have average growth rate 8.1, and from the average contribution, Bengkulu Province have the 7.8. And after the comparison, the sector, this is the include quadrant 2. Next, number 9, accommodation and food and drink sector. PDRB Bengkulu City, this is have the average growth rate 12.1 and average contribution 1.7. But the PDRB Bengkulu Province, this is the have average growth rate 11.3 and average contribution 1.5. And this sector, this is the include quadrant 1 because result from the comparison. Then information and communication. PDRB Bengkulu City, this is have the average growth rate 10.2 and average contribution 8.7. But the PDRB Bengkulu Province have the average growth rate 10.1 and the average contribution 4.3. This is the include from the quadrant 1 for this sector. Next, number 11, financial service and assurance. This is the PDRB Bengkulu City. This is have the average growth rate 8.7 and average contribution 4.3. And the Bengkulu Province, this is have the growth rate 9.7 and the average contribution 3.0. And this sector, this is the include quadrant 2. Next, number 12, real estate. This is PDRB Bengkulu City have the average growth rate 8.6 and the average contribution 5.4. But the PDRB Bengkulu Province, this is the have 8.3 and the average contribution 4.3. And this sector include the quadrant 1. Next, number 13. The company service. The PDRB Bengkulu City have the 9.1 and the average contribution 6.3, but the PDRB Bengkulu Province have the average contribution 9.3 and the average contribution 2.1, and this is the include quadrant 2 for the sector. Next, number 14, government administration have the average growth rate 7.5 and average contribution 6.9. From the PDRB Bengkulu City and the Bengkulu Province have the average growth rate 11.3 8.4 and the average contribution 8.6, and they include the quadrant 4. And number 15, education service. Education service have the growth rate in Bengkulu City 6.7 and average contribution 8.2, and the Bengkulu province have the growth rate 7.7 and average contribution 6.1, and the sector include quadrant 2. 16, health service and social activities. This is the 10.7 and 2.3 from the average growth rate and average contribution in Bengkulu City, and the Bengkulu province have the 10.6 and 1.5. This is the include quadrant 1. And the next, number 17, other service. This is have the growth rate 6 and the average contribution 1.1. And this is the other service. We can see this is the include quadrant 1. And this is about the calculation from the data, and we can see this classification from the data calculation. Okay, based on the calculation of the classroom typology analysis, it shows that Bengkulu City is classified into 4 quadrants, namely quadrant 1, sector developed and growing rapidly, or developed sector SE more than S and SKE more than SK. A, accommodation and food and drink sector. B, information and communication. C, real estate. D, health service and social activities. E, other service. Quadrant 2, sector developed but depressed, stagnant sector. SE more than S and SK more than SK. A, electricity and gas procurement sector. B, water supply and waste management. C, wholesale and retail trade and the off-repair of car and the motorbike. D, transportation and housing. E, financial service and insurance. F, company service. G, education service. And quadrant 3, potential sector can still develop. But in data, the Bengkulu City and Bengkulu province, this is not have quadrant sector. Next, quadrant 4, relatively underdeveloped sector. SE less than S and SKE less than SK. A, agriculture, forestry, and fisher sector. B, the mining and the quarry. C, processing industry. D, construction. E, government administration. Okay, this is my explanation about the classroom typology from the data Bengkulu City and Bengkulu province. I think enough. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.